All right, guys. Welcome. Welcome. I think we are live. It has been a while. It's been too long. Thank you for joining. Hopefully, everything's going good. It looks like my audio is good. I think I even have the comments working. So it's been a while since we've done these, but hopefully, we're going to get into doing much more of these and we'll get everything all set up with our OBS and all that kind of stuff. Anyways, welcome. Happy Monday. Happy 2026. I don't think I've done one this year now that I think about it. So hopefully you're all doing well. And of course, if you don't know me, my name's Odum. And what I do is I used to live stream every day and every Monday about trying to build myself a company that's going to generate us $1 million in revenue every single year. And as the thumbnail says, this year we started off with a bang, doing really, really well, generating just under $70,000 in revenue. Oh my goodness, we are live. I have to make sure. I need to just double check this. Just 1 second. I'm just gonna check out myself on YouTube. That sounded really weird. All right, where's my account here? Edit. I always, when you go from live streaming all the time to then not live streaming, there's always something like, oh, there's something I'm missing. It looks like I'm live. And I feel like I could probably watch myself. And yeah, I could see myself looking. And do I sound okay? And I could hear myself, so we're all good. Perfect. Okay, stop that. Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into this and talk about what's been going on so far this year and talk about what we're gonna be doing moving forward about community and building a community. This all rolls into the goal of what it is that I want to try to do as a business owner and for me personally as just I don't know as like a person and what my goals are. Okay. So let's dive into this quick little presentation that I have, kind of my standard things that I do. Okay. So if you're new here and you don't really know too much about me, so I have two companies. The first one is Unconventional Mindset, which is the podcast that I run. And I've been doing that I actually just had my 1 year anniversary, which was really, really cool. And that is a podcast where I only speak with people in person and I talk about what it is that they've done in order to make themselves successful, kind of going into mostly focusing in the entrepreneur space right now and business owners, but we're going to be expanding that into other different areas going forward, as you guys will kind of know as the things kind of progress in terms of what I think it means to have a different mindset and different mentality on how to live our lives in order for us to achieve our dreams and basically build the life that we want to live. And so that's number one. And then number two, of course, is Pixel Media, which is our content production studio, which is basically we used to do web design development, but now we've kind of focused in having our podcast studio because we do a podcast and renting it out and providing podcast services to clients that come through the door. So they can rent the space. And if they want us to help them do some editing, all that kind of stuff, that everything that is involved within creating and producing a podcast, we help out with that. So those, again, that's a breakdown of the two companies. And that's not what I wanted to do. I want to go here. And if you remember last year, we opened up the studio. I can't remember exactly when, but sometime last year, at least 6 months in, like in June. Anyways, I think it was maybe almost in April we started the website. Anyways, we made just over $12,000 in that first span of business with Pixel Studio, which was great because the whole idea with that was like, okay, well, we are going to launch the studio, put the website up, see if anybody kind of is interested in this and see if it's actually could be a viable business. And making 12 grand, I was like, yeah, it looks like could be a viable business because I've done zero marketing. I don't tell anybody about this, and people are just kind of finding me through YouTube, through AI too, funnily enough, and word of mouth too, I would imagine. So that's been going pretty good. It's like, okay, we should kind of focus on this. And so far this year, in the first month of 2026, the studio has landed $32,925, which is phenomenal. And in total, the studio itself has brought like Pixel Studios because we still have some legacy web design, web development stuff that we're doing, but we're going to be tying that in also into like building a brand as well too, and having a way to basically put people in through your whole kind of media funnel or whatever that might be, or your business funnel, from watching their videos to getting sales through whatever you're doing. Anyways, suffice that to say, almost $70,000 in revenue, but specifically $33,000 directly in sales of the studio, which is just blowing my mind, which is totally awesome. And so far, it's still a one-person show. So it's me doing basically all the work, all the editing, all the web stuff, all the customer service, all the well, my wife does help out with kind of the customer service, which is kind of great. But all the technical support when people are here in the studio, all run by me. And so far it's going so well. It's I've always said, like, I know I need to hire somebody to help out, and I know now I'm at the point where I can, like, financially, but it's also like the time I know it's going to take to hire somebody and bring them up to speed. It's something that we'll talk about that at some point. If you're ever interested in knowing more about that process and how that's going to go, do let me know. Happy to talk about it. So getting back very quickly again to the why of what it is that I'm trying to do, and my whole goal and my whole purpose in life and what I want to do and what I feel like I'm kind of, meant to do, is to really just kind of help people figure out what they can do in order to make themselves into the best version of themselves, right? And I think a big reason why I want to do that is because it's something that I know I've always struggled with and I'm still struggling with. And there's lots of things that I know that I could do better and I'm trying to do better. And, I feel like I'm 45 years old now, and I feel like you shouldn't have to wait till you're 45 years old to figure this stuff out. I mean, it's better late than never, but when people are younger, the sooner you can figure out kind of what it is that you want to do and how you want to, design your life, and knowing that we all have agency to be able to do that, I think the better. And I think once we have our own stuff figured out, I think we can externally bring that to the rest of the world. And then, I think the world will be a better place in that. Pie in the sky, sure, but that's kind of what I believe in. So, come at me in the comments, I guess, if you want to. And how I want to do this, of course, is I started my podcast, Unconventional Mindset, where, I'm talking to people and I'm figuring out what makes them tick, what makes them work, what's make them achieve the level of success that they've achieved. So by talking to those people, I think we can get insights on what it means for us, or what we can do in our own lives in order to implement the things that work for them into our lives. And that's the thing that I kind of want to showcase with what I'm doing and what I'm learning so far through doing this podcast for over a year. And of course, then just reaching out to my goals is, how am I going to do all that? Of course, it's to have a very successful podcast, and then, of course, build a community where we can all kind of get together and talk about the things that we're doing, things that we're learning, and how we're kind of growing. And then, with that being said, I think it's really time to build a community. And that's kind of what I want to focus on today, is like just start thinking about what this community can kind of look like and how we're going to go about building that. So I'm going to get out of here, and I'm going to open up this Notion template here, or just a page anyways. And we're just going to, I just want to brainstorm. And this is like I usually do my live streams. This is just totally just doing this live and off the cuff, and just thinking about how I want things to work and what I want to get out of this community. Because a lot of the times, like I've started something like this before, where it was really kind of showcasing what it was that I was doing to build a business. And I think that's a good starting point. And I think that's going to be a good starting point for me for today. But I do know that I want to grow it into something where people that are feeling like they want help with trying to figure out what their purpose in life is, or they want help, or they just want to connect with people that are of the similar mindset of, like, what, I can take agency over my life, or I want to take agency over my life. What can I do to make my life better? Especially nowadays, there's so much noise out there. There's so much things to be, if you let it, so much things to be depressed about, angry about, feeling like you're helpless and things that you can't change. And to a certain point, I think that's true. We can't, make new laws or enact new changes in policies that our governments are putting into place, things that we might not agree with. But what we can change and what we can regulate is how we act and how we respond to the different things that are coming into our lives. And yeah, maybe things like the job market or whatever might be very difficult to get a job. This is kind of as an example, it's like, oh, I wish the market was better. But then maybe we can decide to, like, you know what? Maybe I could do the best I can to be as employable as I can, learning new skills, learning new things, or I could go ahead and create a job for myself. So those are just the kinds of, if that's the kind of stuff that is of interest to you, that's the type of community that I want to build around. And people can get together and talk about those things that make sense for them and the things that they want to do. So let's just jot down some ideas of what I'm thinking about here. So I don't know if I should do bullet points here, but let's go with this. Okay. So and I have Circle here because I'm pretty sure this is the platform that I'm going to have. Is use Circle. So one thing I want to go real quick here, because we were talking about Pixel, I just want to maybe go over my actual studio and just some of the changes that I've actually made in the business. Yeah, I should have talked about this earlier before kind of getting to this community stuff, but that's okay. So I made a couple changes with the pricing and with the options that are available on the studio based on what people kind of have been purchasing and the kind of things that they're looking for. So number one, we still have the single day booking where if you want to just come in and book the studio, you absolutely can do it for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Well, 1.5 is the minimum. Because 1 hour is just like almost like not worth my time. And plus it takes time for people to get in, get settled, get recording, and then unwind and all that kind of stuff. So an hour is really not much time, at least initially. But if you've been coming back and forth, there's people that can come in, get out, and do the stuff, and then that's fine. So anyways, single day booking is fine. And I had before where you can book time in packages. Like you can book for, I think it was like 12-hour packages, 24-hour packages, 36-hour packages. And I've changed that to more of a subscription model where you can subscribe to the studio. So I know people talk about subscriptions. They hate subscriptions. I absolutely hate subscriptions as well too. But what I'm finding out for my clients and the ones that kind of keep coming back, they're coming in at like a regular schedule time or with a regular schedule of amount of time that they want to come into the studio for. So it just kind of makes sense to be like, okay, well, we'll significantly discount the price of the studio and you just come in when it makes sense for you, whether we're going to schedule in like every Monday at whatever time, or it's going to be at, whenever it is that they can make for it. They get their own personal calendar. They can just book and they have a certain amount of time. So that's the big change that I've made. And it's been super awesome to have that. So that's a good thing. Oh, hang on a second. Just a message here. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Howdy. It has been a long time. I know. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's been a long time and it's been too long. I really want to get into doing this more consistently. But yeah, that's that. Anyways, how you doing? Good to see you. It's Sam, right? Do forgive me. Oh my goodness, I gotta get better remembering names. But yeah, hope all is going well. Absolutely great to see you. We'll come on here more often than not. I'm pretty sure in the next just getting things organized and getting things streamlined here in the business. Okay, back to what I was talking about. Sorry, I got distracted by the phone, messaging some people. But okay, what was I talking about? Yeah, subscribing to the studio. So that's doing really, really well. Yeah, That's right. Okay, good. I don't feel so bad for getting it wrong. Yeah, but good to see you on the YouTube. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that. It's really good to be back. As you've seen, kind of maybe from the thumbnails, is that it's been really busy, doing really well in the studio. So that's why it's been a little bit tough to carve out some time to come here and do some live streams. But we're gonna fix all that too, because I want to make it as part of the whole strategy of what I want to do here going forward. Okay, quick other changes to the podcast studio. So these are the two big things, and this is where a lot of the money it is that I'm generating, which is coming from. So it's basically having people come in to the studio and running their podcast, but basically we just come together and we make a package for however many podcast episodes that they want, and then I'll handle all the editing and social media clips and whatever for them. So basically, what I have here is this like a signature podcast bundle. There's two different bundles, signature and premium. I just kind of came up with those names. And basically they get the whole podcast production, three camera angle edit, and they'll get, do a little logo reveal, 3 vertical shorts, and 1 round of revision. And they just basically go in here and then they could just buy it and they just book it. And it's a minimum of, I think I have minimum of 6 episodes. Do I have that written down somewhere? I should have that written down somewhere. I don't have that, do I? Oh yeah, minimum purchase of 6 episodes. Yeah, so they just go in here, they just buy the bundle, and then they can pick how many episodes they want to do. And if they want to do 11 episodes, then it's $1,100 for that package as an example. And then that's it. So super easy to book, and it's a lot of money too, which is nice. You know, they can pick how long it is their podcast. Like if the podcast is going to be a longer podcast, it's just going to cost a little bit more money because it's going to take that much more longer to edit. But that's here, and that's available, and people are kind of, I think I can't remember. I've done, how many have I done? I've done 3. No, wait, 1, 2, I've done 3, 4, 3 or 4. I think it's 3 bundles of at least 6 episodes. So that's been fantastic. So super happy. Everything is going really well and happy about that. Okay. Forget about all that. Now let's go back into this whole community stuff and how I want that to operate. So again, the purpose of the community is to bring like-minded people that are wanting to do what they can in order to build their best life, right? And the methods of doing that, there's 4 things that I like to consider. Health and fitness, which is something I need to talk about. We could talk about that as well too, because I totally fell off the bed on that one. Entrepreneurship, building a business that's going to make you as much money as you want to make, anyways, to be happy about it. Building good relationships, and then of course, building the skills that you want, and always be growing kind of personally with skills. So I'm focused right now on the entrepreneurship is kind of the big thing. So, how should we start this? Basically, what I'm thinking in my mind here is, what are the benefits for the person? Like, I'm trying to put myself in the position of somebody who would want to purchase this, right? Or come into this community. Is, what are they going to get out of this? So, and I feel like a good starting point, I could be wrong about this, but a good starting point would be like, hey, you know what this community is right now? Like, I have this ideas of where I want it to be, right? But I'm small time guy, right? But maybe I could focus it on, hey, this is the work that I'm doing out here with Unconventional Mindset, with the podcast, with Pixel Media, how I'm trying to grow my business, grow my podcast, and grow my company. Join this community as a way to just get maybe, I guess, behind the scenes content or information about what it is that I'm, like, how I'm building what I'm building. Like, what am I learning from my podcast, and how am I implementing that into the business, and how am I growing the business? Howdy, can't watch live, but looking forward to rewatching. I appreciate that, Kevin. Great to see you as always. Hope everything is going well. Hope the family's doing well. Yeah, hopefully I won't disappoint if you're rewatching this. Join my Notion community. No Notion. It's funny too, because I was just about to start up the live stream, and I just fired up a Word document. I'm like, no, I can't use a Word document. Otherwise, Kevin's going to yell at me for not using Notion. so, so I have to use Notion now. But I do have it. You look, this is my whole Pixel Notion. So I do have it set. So I've kind of bought into the Kool-Aid, I guess, a little bit here with Notion. All right. So what was I talking about? Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking initially, I'm just gonna write out my thoughts here because we're just gonna go through this, and then and then we're gonna go into Circle. We're actually just gonna start this up and see what this looks like. Because I don't know how it looks like to build a community on Notion, but we're gonna dive right in, and we're gonna see how it works because I think it has all the features that I want. Although the feature that I don't like is the price, but I think there's not much you can do about that. It's like it's just gonna cost money. The other option that I was considering. Sorry, I'm totally going off here, is Ghost and using a Ghost platform, but it doesn't give like the real features that I'm really looking for are the ability to hold live streams and different rooms where we can all get together and interact and just hang out together. Guys, that's what I really want to do. And I think I'm going to need Circle for this. And I really want to have a place where the guests that I have on the podcast on Unconventional Mindset, if I would love to get them to lend out their expertise to have like members only interactions with the guests where they can do like a brown bag lunch 30-minute presentation or just be available to answer questions from the community in terms of whether it's business, web design, entrepreneurship stuff, fitness, health, whatever the case may be. I kind of want to have that. So Ghost is not going to be a platform for that because that's basically like a newsletter kind of thing. So, but this is like legit community building stuff, right? So, yeah. All right. So, that being said, okay. So, but initially, I think of like, what's a great way to launch this thing? Initially, okay. What am I say? So, I'd like to use this community as like a behind the scenes look at what I'm doing to build Unconventional Mindset. I'll just do UM for that. I'll do oh my goodness, I can't spell it. Unconventional Mindset and Pixel. And I'll do this. Oh, I want to do this here. Be proper about it. So people that are interested in learning how to build their own business. I can say build, grow, like stuff like that, right? Can join and we can learn together. And I think the framework, I want to think about like how I want to like pitch this thing to people. And I think for the price, maybe I'll talk about what I'm thinking about for the price. So the price, very simple. Like $10 a month. Well, maybe I could, hang on. Let's put this, I do these bullet points. $10 a month or $100 a year. Like very simple, not like an expensive community. Or $1,500 lifetime. So there's one community that I've that's like really inspires. It's really inspiring for me, and it's this creator science community. I don't know if you guys have heard of this guy. I think Jay Klaus is his name, and his community is for people that are creators that are making probably a significant amount of money. And it's a place where they can get together and kind of learn. And it's kind of the same idea of what I would like, but for not at this level, but at a much like lower level, but also not specifically just about like a creator, but somebody who's really trying to figure out how to build their life. Not so much of like a specific, like, I don't know if I need to get more niche because this is very niche for creators. So I don't know if I'm too broad, but that's kind of the idea. And his thing is like super expensive. So for right now, like eventually I think I would like to do something like this. But yeah, I think like it's just going to be really really small. So uh title is too good to be true. Would I lie? Would I ever steer you wrong? Yeah, I don't know what to say. It is true. I could do that's the other thing too that the community is that I'd like to have is to do. I'm just gonna put this in here. Let's just type in features or what's the word I'm looking for? Features or like benefits. That's the word. So I'd love to do a monthly, uh, not behind the scenes, but like financial breakdown. That's it. So totally understand the whole thing of, oh, I don't believe it. But like I said, if you go onto my website right now, and let's just say somebody has a podcast that they want to do that's an hour long, and then they want to do, um, they want to buy 8 episodes as an example, right? That's $8,000 right there. It's not hard. It won't take long to get to, $30,000. So I just put it that way. So yeah. And then in terms of the other stuff with web design, so I will say too is the other thing as well is there's contracts. So what I can say honestly is that yeah, I haven't been paid out in full all of that money right now, but I have contracts in place that pay out whether it's a monthly basis or what have you, that I do continual work for my clients. But that's the value of the contracts, right? I mean, that's kind of how things go. Sometimes you'll sign $1 million contract and say, I made $1 million, but you get paid out, I don't know, whatever, $100,000 a month, whatever the case may be, right? So anyways, but I would absolutely love to do a breakdown. And one of the things that I've always done here is like going back to all of my live streams is to be totally honest. Like I'd fire up my QuickBooks right now. maybe I should. Maybe I should. I don't know. Anyways, but appreciate it. If you have any questions, do let me know because I'm happy to break stuff down. I feel like if it was too good to be true, I would have put it something like $1 million, but I don't know. But I guess too, I do hear your point in that, like, where's the proof? So that is fair. I could be lying 100%. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah. Well, so look at this face. Am I a trustworthy face? Maybe I should stop saying that because maybe I'm not. I don't know. All right. So, right. So I would love to, the behind the scenes, do like a monthly breakdown of contracts, what I'm making, all that kind of stuff too. So that could give people an idea of what could be possible within business, right? So, and it's a good point to think about, how specific do I want to get in terms of who I'd like to have join that are interested in business, right? Because is it more of a broad stroke where, hey, listen, if you're just interested in business in general, do you join? Or is it more like, are you more into like a podcast studio kind of thing? But I guess right now, if it's like $10 a month to just join and like we can just hang out once a month and we'll all be on like a live stream together with video and everything. And we can just have like discussions about business, share things, validate whether things are true or not, all those things. Yeah, I guess it could be for anybody interested in it, especially at that price point. Anyways, okay, I think I'm rambling here. Okay. And I want to put this down too, because I think this is important, is like what is, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm trying to think of like the reason for why somebody's going to be joining, or like, is it the value proposition? I think that might be it. And I think for right now, it's pretty simple where I think initially I'm looking for people that I mean, I don't know if this sounds too cheesy, so you guys could let me know what you think. But at $10 a month or $100 a year, the people that I'm, I guess I'm trying to say like it could almost be like a Patreon kind of thing where it's like, you know what? Do you just want to? Do you like the work that I'm doing? You know, do you listen to the podcast? Do you watch the live stream? Do you watch any of my other videos? And do you want to support the show? You know, I make $0 through, my podcast. Obviously, I'm not, well, through the podcast itself, the business is making money, but, it's like, do you like the work that I'm doing? And do you want to see me do that work? And then therefore, here's a way you can support it. And then when you do that by supporting me, you do get access to these things, but I don't want those things to be the main reason in a sense. I guess why you buy is would be your own, like you have your own reasons for that. Right. So that's just kind of what I'm thinking about. So let's just say, okay. So I could say I'm looking to, I say first and foremost, use this as an avenue to help. What's the word I'm looking for? Avenue. Just say for like viewer supported revenue. Then as value add. Yeah, so after there are the features and benefits for supporting my work. So I say I would want people that join to say, I really love your work and want to see you keep going. And then the second thing, and also, like I believe in your work, and I too am looking, for ways to build my own business and, better my life, whatever, right? Basically, do you follow in with the same values? And if you do, then that's why another reason you'd want to join, right? Okay. So, and then what would I provide initially, I think, in this? Like what would you get? So I think can I change this to like a numbers? How do I do that? List format. What's default? I want numbers. Turn into numbered list. There we go. Okay. Monthly financial breakdown. And I will say like monthly, what do we call it? This is too much from school. I'll just call it office hours. Or, yeah. I know there's things that I would love to do and things that I can do, at least to start. Let's write stuff down and then we'll see what we can do and what makes sense or not. Sorry, I'm just getting off of a cold, which is what might be sniffing a little bit here. So sorry about that. Okay. And I would love to do a behind the scenes podcast, or you can call it like a members only podcast. And like this podcast would be something where you can almost get like really, I mean, it's not like I don't with my current podcast, but I think it would be like totally unfiltered, totally natural, totally raw. Just type in, where can I put this? So unfiltered and raw. And like, because I know like when I'm doing a podcast, I gotta stop saying like, when am I, what am I in high school? If I'm on a podcast, I know there are times where, whether it's because of the person I'm talking with, or I know that it's going to be on YouTube, I might not say the things that I really want to say. And and I and it's not in a, it's like, it's not in a bad way, because like I'm not, when I have a guest on, I'm not there to be combative or to be argumentative or have a debate or anything like that with that person. Is to get an idea of their mindset and what they're thinking. That because of that, I do find that I won't say things, that I'm like, that I believe in, or whatever the case may be. Not whatever the case may be. I shouldn't just end it on that. I should just, basically, there's some things that I won't say because it's not the type of podcast that I'm trying to do, right? But if I have this podcast where I could be more just unfiltered and raw, then it's like, this is what I feel about this specific topic. And like, if there's things that you guys would want me to talk about specifically, like, what do I think about XYZ as it pertains to living the best life, right? Like, what do you think about the economy? What do you think about starting a business? What do you think about, just the state of the world in whatever capacity that people are feeling that are stopping them from doing what it is that they want to do, right? So I I really want to do that. And I think that'll be a lot of fun. And I think it would be even more fun if it's not just me talking about this. So, and so we got some ideas in the pipeline, which I think are going to be a whole lot of fun here moving forward. So I'm really looking forward to that. Dun, dun, dun. Oh yeah. Uh, mm, okay. Right. Okay. Monthly financial breakdowns. Uh, monthly office hours. Brent, 68K in the first month. Damn. Yeah, it was like mind blowing. Like, it was insane. So I couldn't like, I couldn't believe it. So yeah, it's a really good feeling. But then there was the feeling of like, oh shit, I'm really busy. I got a lot of editing and stuff to do, which is okay. But it's also funny too, because I'm like, that's it. I can't tell anybody about anything else right now, because I don't want too much to come in, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on right now. Anyways, brother, good to see you. Hope all is doing well. Hope your 2026 is going well, and hopefully your business is doing well. So, how you probably mentioned already? Yeah, I did. So, basically, I could jump into it real quick here. Give you a quick breakdown. Well, it's not a quick breakdown. It's a very small breakdown. Uh, it's not gonna just re. Okay, how do I restart? Okay, so the very quick breakdown. Am I still sharing screens? Yeah, I'm still sharing screens. So very quick, the studio itself, in terms of podcast studio rentals um and like editing services to help create podcasts for clients, that was $32,925. So that's that, which is totally amazing. And then the rest of it is contracts for web design and development from the clients that I kind of had before that are carrying over into this year. So kind of almost half and half, web design plus the studio itself. So that's kind of the breakdown of the first month here in January. So yeah, that's basically the breakdown. So super awesome, super fun, but busy, but not going to complain. That's for sure. All right. So, and now with all that being said, as I was going over like what I was making, and then again going over my goals and what it is that I want to do with the podcast and with the business and all that. It's all about bringing together like-minded people that want to have, that want to do better in their life, that want to have success with their business. And I know for me, there's a lot of things that I'm learning through the podcast that I'm applying into my business, which I think is actually helping it do better. Um, and I want to be able to share that as well too by going a little bit deeper into the things that I'm doing. And you know, I do feel like in one way it's so cheesy, like asking for money by selling a product, in this case like a community or membership. But at the same time, it's like this stuff takes a long time to do. So it's not it. Don't be afraid to maybe make some money with your knowledge or whatever. So I don't know, putting together a community where I can talk about these things, talk about what's working in the business, and the lessons I've learned or what have you, and just like do like, hey, here's a monthly breakdown of what's worked, what hasn't, all that kind of stuff, and to put that out there, hey, for $10 a month, that could be some really good value because this is stuff that I'm learning over time, right? Like I've been doing these. When did I start this live stream? Back in 2022. So I don't know. Anyways, so but yeah, very nice. Keep on rolling. Yeah, will do. I appreciate that, man. I really do. So thank you very much. All right. Monthly financial breakdown and just business overview in general. All right. Monthly office hours, behind the scenes podcast. And also maybe I could just put that like a newsletter as well. I don't know. Because just writing down ideas. And I think I had a few more ideas as well. I know I had some more ideas. Oh, obviously there's going to be like is it like a forum or a chat? Like, what is it called? We'll go into this. Once we dive into Circle, we'll see what you get. But is it just called like discussion? I think that's what it is, eh? Yeah, it's just called a discussion. Let's put it that way. Discussion / forum, I guess. I don't know. Why is it that in Notion, whenever I go to like the spell, I have to click like 3 times and it worked there. Kevin, you're gonna have to tell me what's going on with that. You're the official spokesperson for Notion. Like, why isn't it working? Okay. And I would love, guys, if you have any thoughts for what you would like to see as a behind the scenes thing of what I'm doing for the podcast and what I'm doing for the business, by all means, do let me know. Oh, and I will do one quick little plug here. So, guys, this is the podcast, Unconventional Mindset. Unconventional Mindset Podcast. If you haven't subscribed, I would actually love a subscription. So, oh God, I feel so cheesy doing that. I maybe need to get better at being a little bit more smooth about that. But anyways, this is the podcast. So this is kind of what it looks like. So if you even have any questions on the podcast or whatever, just do let me know. Happy to help out. Because I've had people that they get in touch with me. They're like, how do I do this about podcasting or creating videos, blah, 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 blah. Just happy to help out. Oh, subscribed. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That's awesome. Wicked. Okay. I'm so bad at that. Someone even told me it's like you gotta ask people like to subscribe. I'm like, oh, I don't I don't like it. I don't know how. Yeah. L Pro, is that L as in like I took a loss or it's just bad? I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too good. I'll figure it out. I'll get better. I'll get smooth and I'll just throw it in there at some point. I didn't even promote like this channel because this is a different channel. That's the other thing too. Maybe it's a little confusing because this is a different channel than the podcast itself. But oh my goodness. Anyways. Okay. What other, if there's any features or things you would want to see as behind the scenes, yeah, let me know. because I would love to, obviously it's four. You're just kidding. Yeah, yeah, it was big. I got. Let me see. Is maybe the subscribe? The what is it? 64? Maybe it went down. Maybe I'm at like 62 now. It's like you. That's it. You've lost me. This is bad. Okay. So So one thing that again would be really cool, but this would be more of a future thing, but we're gonna write it down anyways, is to have some type of I always call it like a brown bag lunch. Maybe that's from I think my university days where there would be a guest speaker, like a researcher or another person doing research on whatever, and they'd have this brown bag thing. So you basically bring your lunch and they would give a presentation on like their research or whatever, and you could ask questions or what have you. So I just call it brown. I'm sure other people call that. It can't be just be the university thing. But anyways, brown bag session where or like a workshop. Yeah, maybe that's the word I'm looking for. From a previous guest. I think that would be really, really cool. Like, let me see, like even getting yeah, all these guys that they do so much good stuff, right? Like she's like awesome about designing brand stuff. Like having her do a seminar, uh, have Robert do something with AI. Oh my goodness, this guy about video. Like there's so much. I mean, some guys here they're like they wouldn't waste their time, but it would be really cool. It would be really cool. That'd be like a companion piece. Yeah, but I think that's ooh, yeah, I don't know. We just called it guest speaker in college. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah, love the idea. Okay, cool. So I might be onto something. I think the idea here is going to get people, um, like how to get people that are on the podcast. Like that's easy because I think they get to see the value because they get shorts, they get exposure, all that kind of stuff. But how to get them to come in to do like a live thing where it's like giving a class or whatever, a workshop. That's a bit more involved. Might have to pay for that, which would be okay. I'd be happy to pay for that. Someone who wants like $2,000 and that'll provide value to the community, then that would be amazing. It's Rich. Rich Ahoy. Oh, sorry. Am I pronouncing this right? It's Rich. Rich of you. Sorry. Anyways, happy New Year to you as well. Good to see you as well. Yeah, glad to be here. How's everything going? Everything's going. I don't. Do I like? Have you been on the stream before? I think you seem to know me, which is totally cool. But I don't know if I remember the handle. Rich ahoy, mate. Okay. Um. Anyways, good to see you. Good to see you. Okay. Brown bag session. And that'll be so cool too. That like, imagine if you saw a podcast, and then like the next day, there was like this accompanying workshop or whatever where you could. I think it's a U. I think it's a U. Okay. You join every now and then. Yeah, because seem familiar. I probably was butchering your name there as well too. So yeah, my apologies, but good to see you. Okay. Oh, totally off track now. What was I thinking? What was I rambling on about? Oh yeah, like imagine you listen to a podcast, and then the next day you would have the opportunity to jump on like a live call with them and be able to like ask them questions based on what you learned from them or whatever. Like imagine if like the big podcasts like Diary of a CEO or Joe Rogan. Well, I don't know so much of Joe Rogan's podcast, but whatever, right? Like think of a podcast that you listen to where somebody has someone on, and you might want to like ask them questions like, oh, tell me more about that. Or like, how could I implement that in my life? I don't know. I think that'd be really cool. Say ha your. Sorry, what's going on here? Okay. All right. Yeah, this is just guys just laughing at me at my name pronunciations. Okay, it's not too good. Okay. So what other features and benefits can we have here? I feel like I had some other stuff, but I can't remember now. Hmm. 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 That's how you pronounce my name, Rich Ahoy. That's what I said, isn't it? Rich or Rich are you? Oh, I don't know. Sorry. Like a you. Right. Rich a you. Okay. Do I have that right? I hope so. Oh god, probably not. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, what else can we have for features? Is there anything else? I don't know. Okay, you know what? Let's not dwell too much. Let's dive into this. Forget it, mate. Oh god. Oh shit, my bad. Oh, I'm so bad. I'll get it one of these days, I promise. Let's talk business. Let's get into the important stuff. Okay. I've never done this circle stuff. Brent, no, don't start with me now, man. Okay. Yeah, I guess we got to start our free 14-day trial, right? Let's get into this. Has anybody here done this circle stuff before? Or has anybody here joined even a circle group? That's what I like to know. And I like this better than school if people are going to talk about it. Um, yeah, I don't know. The way that school looks like, I don't know. I feel like this is a little bit more professional than school. Yeah, I know you haven't. Like 4 years ago. Yeah, that's a long time. I think they've gone a whole lot better in 4 years. Okay, in 4 years. All right, let's sign up. Okay. Password. I gotta come up with a new password. You guys can't. Hey, hang on. Don't look. 1 second. All right. I'm gonna generate a new password because that one flashed. All right. Let's fill that. Let's save it. Okay. Okay, you guys can come back now. Yeah, of course I read your crazy privacy policy. Doesn't everybody? Make the password rich IU123. Yeah, no. I would never get it right. Okay. Okay, I gotta activate my account. Hang on. Let me check. Let me check my email. All right. 3. There we go. Yeah, focus. I'm trying to work here. All right. Community name. Oh, this is a good one. Do we have to? Oh, don't worry. You can always change this later. Okay, good. Let me zoom in here. Can you guys see that? Okay. Let's lock in. All right. We can change this later. So let's just call it. I want to do something like, like inside the mind or something like that. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah. How did you hear about Circle? The internet told me. That might not be so helpful for their It's like, can you imagine like Google saying like, "Where'd you hear about us?" Like, I don't know. Google? What is my annual revenue? Oh, that's interesting. I'm gonna put this. Yeah, between 100 and 250K. But it's yeah, okay, that's fine. Well, that's with the business. So I think we're good there. What are you hoping to achieve with Circle? I want to build a new community. What's essential for your community? Okay, I definitely want discussions. I want paid memberships, gamification, live streams. Courses is an interesting one because I've already started to put together a course. I don't know if you guys have seen this now. I'm totally going off tangent now. Here we go. But a lot of people are talking about how courses are dead and how community is the thing now for 2026. But I still think there is some room to have some educational content that's more kind of locked in, I guess. I don't know. But I guess it's not essential. I definitely want to have events. And what's the difference between discussion and chat? I think chat is probably like a real time chat. I don't think that that's super important right now. Don't need a website. Email marketing. No, because I use that through Kit. That's another thing we're going to have to do is do some ManyChat integration with Kit with Instagram. But we'll save that for another day. Something that's been on my mind for a while now, actually. Okay, I think this is good. Let's go next. Okay, we're good. Choose your community growth depends on finding the right platform. Chatting with an expert can make schedule a 30-minute meeting today. Is that free? That's kind of cool, actually, as a first time like person, I guess, using the software. Let's go. No, I don't need to do that. Okay. Oh my God, this countdown, eh? It's like it's this dread thing here, like it, and I can't even get rid of it. It's just it's just gonna be in my face. It gives you this feeling of dread of like, yeah, I have to pay. Okay. Oh, what's the future? I know I made a purchase from the future. Does that mean I get access to their community? That's interesting. Let's click on here. What's going on here? Or maybe I had to log in or create an account way back in the day to download their assets. Anyways, I bought a package from the future for like a pitch deck or something like that. And I guess there's a community with that. That's interesting. Okay, let's go back there. Let's just go back to our stuff here. And okay, it's going to celebrate. Are we going to have a celebration every time? Okay. Oh my goodness. How does this work? Okay, number one, let's zoom in again because I think this is a little bit small. All right. Let's go for these things here. Let's just see what it has. Headlines. Photo. Okay, we'll do all that stuff later. Location. I guess we can do that for now. Community for people looking to I don't know, become the best version of themselves. I don't know, that might not work right now. Or it could be just behind the scenes look at unconventional mindset. I don't know. Host of unconventional. Why did I pick a name that's so hard to spell? Host of Unconventional Mindset and founder of Pixel Media. Okay, that's fine. Oh God. Like, is this for like me personally, or is this for like the business? That's what I don't know. Let's just do this for now. All right, let's just save those changes. That's good for now. Notifications. Okay. Privacy. Make my email public even in the members directory. Prevent members from messaging me. Oh, okay. I don't want to hear any of this from you guys. Block members. Okay. Authentication. Passwords. Connected accounts. Deactivate. Okay. So that's good. Let's that's saved, right? How do I get it? Oh, there's an X here. Okay. Oh my God. Stop it with the celebrations. Customized community. So this is where, okay. Oh, we got light theme and a dark theme. Okay, that's cool. Oh, this is how it looks like. Oh, okay. I need a logo and an icon and a theme, and we could have different colors. Oh, we do custom as well. And I think these are the different colors. Okay, that is cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, and we can copy paste theme. Oh, this is just like Slack. Oh, that's neat. I kind of like that. That's cool. Okay, we don't need to worry about this right now. So we'll just save that. I think it's all this stuff about um oh geez, what's the word I'm looking for? Like like the like what is it in Discord when you have like the channels, like all that kind of stuff, right? All right. Let's just save this. Uh we're gonna have a celebration. No celebration this time. Maybe it heard me. It's not gonna do that. X out of this. Yeah, this is the stuff, the spaces, right? Your posts, events, courses. Okay, set up spaces. Interesting. Okay. Choose a space type. Images, members. Huh. So now this is where this is kind of important for like, okay, well, what kind of events do we want to have, right? Or what kind of spaces? Hmm. Does I wonder if there's somewhere in here where we can take a look for where, like, see what one looks like. Let's use this up. Any resources, customer stories, just to get a look for what someone's dashboard looks like. Did I not click on this? Customer stories. I want to actually just see. Um, yeah, like this. Okay, this it shows stuff here. Like, okay, welcome. Like that's good too. Like have a welcome thing, events, learn with us. Interesting. Okay, so let's say we want to have. What's the difference between a post and a chat? Can we product? Uh, Okay, this has chat. Okay, in the community, it has chat. Announcements, resources, events. Okay. Hmm. What would be the welcome here? I feel like that would be. Oh God, we're just gonna play around. Let's say it's got to be a post, right? Space name. Can we just call it welcome? Are these like the headings? Like the headings where was it? Like here? Like this welcome stuff? Is that a heading? Let's try that. Okay, maybe okay, let's just call it uh introduce yourself. Let's just say that's and can we create a new space? Looks like we can't. Maybe we have to make them somewhere. I don't know where. Let's put them to spaces, I guess, and create space. Okay, and then I could go here, edit space group. Okay, and then we could call this welcome. Okay, cool. I'm liking this so far. And then you can see the member count, hide from non-space members. And then you can see who's a member. That's cool. Allow members to create spaces. Probably not, eh? Ideal for interest groups. Oh, maybe, I guess, eh? But what kind of spaces? All right. Oh, wait, did this just change? Okay. So this is a space. I guess I got to get used to like what this actually means. And then if I go into here, so maybe can I pin this? So I guess as an example, let's just say you log into a new membership and you want people to introduce yourself. I'll just say, welcome to the community. Hello. If you are new here, maybe I could have like one of you guys come and log in and see what this looks like on your end. Like if I could make it so that you could join, that might be interesting. Here, please introduce yourself in this thread. Like, is this what this is called? I don't know. Posting in, I guess, in here. What's this? Save draft, schedule post. Let's just publish this. So it's not quite. What I was thinking. So if I pin this to the top. So what if there's another person that wants to hello, my name is John. Very I'm new here and can't wait to get started. Can we do emojis? Are there emojis here? Probably, eh? Smiley face. So what does that look like? Okay, so I think it starts as like a forum thing, I guess. So and then you could just, and people can comment on that or people can heart it. And then this is like, is that like me personally can bookmark stuff? Okay, that's interesting. Hide likes, hide comments. And then it's pinned. Okay, so that's kind of cool. I think I'm getting this now. This is pretty, yeah. Create a space group. So let's say we want to do like office hours, right? Okay, it's like almost like a divider, right? Like community events. So how do we do live streams? Is this the only options we get for the event type? Okay. So let's just say monthly live stream. Oh, interesting. Where we could decide where they get notifications. I wonder. I bet you as an individual can get it, like the notifications whenever you want. Like you can choose your own notification settings. Okay. And you can do emojis for the space name. Okay, whatever. All right. Create space. All right. And then we can create an event. And let's say this is going to be January 2026. And we're going to talk about, I don't know, finances. No, that didn't work. Oops. Hit enter. And then we're going to do this one. Let's just say next Monday. Yeah, 6 to 7, sure. And let's say, can it repeat? Monthly? Monthly on the 4th month. Ooh, that's really cool. All right, let's just say monthly on the... Yeah, okay. Monthly stream. I don't know how to change the name or whatever, but Circle Live room or stream. I think a stream might be a live stream, whereas a room might be other people, would be more like a Zoom thing. Well, let's just say it's a room, whatever. The default room will be set to gallery view for the default room will be set to speaker. Okay. When you go live, okay. Automatically post recording to event. Take up to an hour. Oh, and you could have it be a paid event too? Well, that's kind of cool. Event start date is later than the series end date. What does that mean? The date is before the series end date. Oh, I have it ends on the February. Okay. I can't click on this though. It won't let me click. It won't let me click on this to change the date. And why is that? What's going on here? 7:30. Like here, I guess I want to pick like, next year or something like that, right? Well, that's changed the same, but it's still not going to let me. It won't let me publish. Oh, I guess it did. Oh my God. Okay. Monthly stream, live room. I'm going, add it to my calendar. Can I like dig into it? Okay, here we go. Oh, that's into my profile. Okay, that's not cool. That's not what I want to see. Oh, here we go. Monthly stream starts in 1 week. Oh, and I could. Oh, okay, interesting. Upcoming and past. Anyways, this is pretty cool. I think this is going to be exactly what we need. What's this feed? Oh, I guess you could subscribe to different stuff where things kind of come in. All right. So create our first course. We could do events. But it's not showing up for this one, for this monthly stream, which is kind of annoying. So we'll have to figure that out. Okay. So the last thing I want to do, at least for right now, is figure out how to get subscriptions for this, right? Like we want to be able to. Oh, this is my plan. Oh my goodness. See, I was going to go for month to month to just kind of try it out. $130 a month. Oh. That is expensive. But if I pay for it all at once, we're looking at $1,000. That's US. That's going to be like $1 million Canadian. $1,068. Oh my God, it's $1,500. That's a lot of money. I sell a lot of memberships. Oh man. Oh, excuse me. 30. They get you with the savings, right? That's just a huge discount. But they just put it like that, so it makes it look good. Yeah. Okay, anyways. what we want to do is we want to be able to set up people to buy and what that looks like, right? So let's go to the future. Oh, it's not what I wanted. That's a lot. Yeah, I know. That's a lot of money. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think for these guys, because he has his pro group, which is really, really cool. Let's just say join. Yeah, so this is the community, right? So $5,000 a year or $1,500 per quarter. What's the difference there? That's a savings of $1,000. So I'm pretty sure this is going to be a circle group. I think this is the circle checkout. So we want to be able to get this checkout, right? So how do we get there? So let's go view profile. And okay. So it's not. Oh, is it here? Let's go to view our profile. No, not that profile. Where's like the actual account? Maybe if I just go here, getting started. Oh, right. Set up community. Okay, let's only invited members can join. Correct. Access group. Well, how do we create an access group? Let's do this. Okay. All right. Oh, this is the name of the actual access group. It's just called access. Okay, we'll figure that out later. Not learn more. Mark complete. Oh, no. Wow, what am I doing? This is what I want. Set up payments. All right. That's what we want. Oh, I got to connect my Stripe. Okay, so let's do that. I don't know if it's going to flash anything, so I'm just going to hide this, guys. Just so, if anything comes up with Stripe. What happened here? Okay, hang on. Set up pricing for in-app purchases in your own branded mobile app. Start accepting payments with paywalls. Okay, so it's in this paywall section. Okay, can I do this first, or do I have to connect to Stripe first? I wonder. Yeah, it's going to ask me to connect. Okay, now I think, do I want to? Yeah, I will just use the same Stripe account. That's fine. Okay, I'm going to connect again and let's see what happens. Or connect, not again, but just, that gets me back here. Businesses registered in Canada. Continue. Okay. It's asking me for connecting with my Stripe account here, so I'm just doing that. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's just asking me which account I want to link to, and I'm using my company account. Continue linking accounts. This action can't be reversed. Okay, well, that is okay. All right, so now it's just asking for business information here as I'm connecting. I think I could share this just real quick. Just real quick so you can see. It's just going through, it's connecting, and it's got my account. So now it's just asking me for details of my business. So, and I think this is where I guess when you're buying something or you're going through like the payment, like for example, um, oh, you can't see this. Like here, like where it's going to look for on the receipt when they get paid, like what it's going to look for. I think we could probably change that in Stripe so it shows, like unconventional mindset membership, whatever it's going to end up being called, not just like Pixel Media, which is kind of the company that I connected with, or that's the name of my Stripe account, anyways. Okay, sorry, I'm going to go back onto there. Question: I might be missing some context, but why are we leaning towards Circle instead of something like School or etc.? So like I guess I did all my investigation off screen, where I've been researching this for a bit in terms of the difference between School and Circle. And for me, just looking at what it is that I want to do with having a more focus on like live events and being able to group people into similar buckets of like interest and having them being able to branch off and discuss on their own. I just felt that Circle had the best features of what I was looking for. So that's kind of how I decided on that. And also with School, I just felt like School was a little bit more focused on like the gamification aspect of it, but I really wanted to focus more on the community slash educational aspect of putting something together. And it just felt like Circle would be better at that for me. So that's just how the decision that I made. But School could certainly be a valid choice. I don't think there's anything wrong with School per se. It's just this is just what I decided. I think is going to be best for me. So that's why. um, okay. So, registration number. What the heck is my registration number? I gotta get all these stupid business things. Why don't they just pull this from Stripe? This is annoying. Okay. So let me just I'm putting in my details here, guys. Just bear with me. Phone number. This is like my industry. Educational services, entertainment, building, definitely not financial services. Digital products. I'm just gonna put other educational services. Oh, this is strange. I'm not sure why it's asking me all this information. Sorry guys, I gotta find some business number stuff here. Where is that stuff? It would be. Not there. Where the heck did I put this? I just even cleaned out. Oh, here it is. I cleaned out my folders on my computer. Okay. Okay, but this is not a 7-digit, it's a 9-digit number. Seven-digit corporation number. I don't have a 7-digit. It's not 7 digits. Oh, weird. Weird. No, it says 9. Okay, no, that's right. Okay. Mm-hmm. Uh, mm. Mm. Mhm. Mm. Oh, this is boring stuff. Okay. Make sure that's right. Okay, continue. That's good for now. Continue with no owners. Please list all individuals who are. No, wait, no. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. Oh, I'll share. I think I could share this screen. Okay. Um, here's where it's asking to put like what it's going to be on the invoice, I guess. So I think this is where I'll just change it to. I think I can do this. I think that'll work. All right. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness. It's this whole tax calculation, a whole bunch of stuff here. Why is it? Doesn't it know? All right, let's go. Let's do not right now. Gotta edit this. Okay. Wait, cancel that. I gotta edit this. Sorry, more stuff. Date of birth, April 18. Oh, this live stream just got super boring. I'm sorry, guys. This is terrible. I just wanted to go into Circle to be able to do this. All right. Now they're reviewing the information. Okay, well, this is interesting. Look at what we got here. So I filled out all that stuff with connecting with Stripe. And now it's saying it's restricted soon. So I can't actually set up this other stuff, which is very telling. It's not telling, but it's very annoying. And then can I start doing this? Okay, so what can we do here? Like monthly. Does it need a subtitle? No coupon. And 6 different pricing options for this paywall. Ah, okay. So it's subscription. Ah, okay. So now here I could do monthly. This is kind of what I wanted. Oh, 10 cents. Can I do another one? And I could add a price. Right. This makes sense. Subscription. It could be annually. And that could be, we'll just put that at 100. What does upfront payment mean? Well, yeah, I mean, oh, if it could be, oh, I guess it could be like different payments amounts. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, let's go back. Oh, it won't let us. Ah, did I exit out of that? Oh, that's annoying. Okay, but I think what we do is create one paywall that's like the members portal or whatever, and then you could create different pricings based on that. Ah, okay. And I guess also is you can have different like paywalls and have different access to different things within the community as well, too, right? Subscription group. Groups upgrade, downgrade between them. Oh, okay. So if you're not like a premium member, you might not get everything. That's really interesting. That's really cool too. Okay, so this is pretty powerful. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is, yeah, I think this is a good place to leave it here because there's that issues with payment or whatever. But I think we got the gist of it in terms of what it is that is the art of the possible here within Circle. So I'm gonna spend my time kind of behind the scenes here, building this thing up, and then we'll get together again. Well, whenever I live stream about this thing, we'll see where it's going, and then obviously probably stay tuned for whenever I just kind of release this because there's not too much that I think I need to do in order to prepare to get this thing to at least start trying to get people to like, hey, do you want to kind of join or whatever? So, I guess I need to do some branding and all that kind of stuff too. But that's pretty easy stuff. So I like that. That's pretty cool. And I wonder if I need to actually pay first before I start actually bringing people on. And the other thing too that I want to make sure that I can do is have it on a different URL. Like as an example, right here, this future, it's community.thefuture/checkout. And right now here is, I think that showed somewhere where it was like unconventional mindset.circle.so, right? So we want to be able to have, where could that be anyways? Would it be in the settings? Because we want to be able to have it on our own domain, right? Maybe it's on the developer stuff. Oh, it's going to be tokens. I don't want to flash any tokens. Custom domain. Here it is. Okay, so we actually have to pay first before we get to do it. Okay. So that makes sense. That makes sense. I wonder if we should just pay for 1 month first to try it out and then bite the bullet for a year. Or do we pay for a year just to say that, you know what, we're believing in this? Well, I've been talking too much. Maybe pay it for the year and say, you know what, we believe in ourselves that we're going to make this thing work, and we'll put in the $1,500 and go from there, which might be the smarter financial thing to do. But yeah, we'll see. Anyways, all right. Gonna leave it there because I don't think I can talk anymore. My throat is just killing me. So thank you guys very much. Thank you guys so much for everyone who's joined. I really appreciate all the support, just the interaction, and all the lulls as well too. Petition. You're petitioning for a lifetime coupon code. You mean for the for my membership that's going to be launching? So okay. Yes. I feel like an early bird thing would be really kind of cool. Where it's like if you pay so much money, then it's like a lifetime access. That would be kind of cool. Whatever much money that ends up being. Okay. I will note that. In fact, let me write this down. I'm gonna write that down. Early bird lifetime access to early adopters. That would be kind of cool. Something like that would be fun. Cool. I love it. I'm going to start coughing here again. All right. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it, guys. Abrupt ending here, but this is bad. I gotta stop talking. Get some honey or something. Appreciate you guys. Thank you again for joining. And as always, well, I don't know, as always, I don't know when we're going to be back here. At least on Monday for sure. We'll try to start going back on a weekly thing, and then more often than not, once we get going here. All right. Take it easy. Have a good one. We'll see you next time.